or way of talking. So just a brief introduction. I'm Dr. Janki Guti. I am in the Department of Management. I've been here about 10 years now, hard to believe. And I teach classes at the undergraduate level, at the MBA level, as well as our 2 doctoral programs in organizational science, as well as the DBA. And at the undergraduate level, so far I've been teaching the Management 3140, which is basically an organizational behavior class. And I've also been teaching the leadership elective at the undergraduate level. And at the MBA level, I typically teach the human behavior and organizations class. Paul, is there anything else I should be?
No, that sounds great.
Okay, thanks.
I'm Justin Webb. I'm a professor in the management department as well, teaching more along the lines of entrepreneurship and strategy. I teach at the undergraduate level. I teach our entrepreneurship course as well as our capstone strategy course. At the MBA level, I teach both the global strategic management capstone course as well as a number of the different entrepreneurship courses we have there as well. So we're looking to build out some of our entrepreneurship programming at the undergraduate level too. That's to come in the near future, but that's what we've got. So should I go on with the major overall?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. So when you think about management as a major, it's about how you can coordinate individuals and resources within organizations to achieve goals, objectives, things like shareholder value, but it can also be other things like social change or hiring employees or otherwise. The major has 3 different, I guess you could call them tracks.
Concentrations.
Organizational management, international business, and talent management. So international business, of course, is how you're operating, transacting across international markets. Organizational management is more along the macro side of things. So, well, I think there's ethics and leadership component to it. But managing the firm overall as a top level manager, and then the talent management is more along the lines of how do you manage the individual employees within the organization to keep them satisfied, to keep them committed, to keep them motivated to the organizational objectives. There's also an international business minor as well, if you would be interested in that. Yeah, so I think in terms of our graduates, I think in 2019, despite the fact that we're dealing with COVID and everything else, we had placed 79% of our graduates in employment, and an additional 6% are continuing on with further education. So approximately 85% of our graduates are in the positions that they want to be in. The average salary, I believe, was just over $42,000. The median salary, though, for general and operational managers is actually just over $100,000. So room for growth there as well. So yeah, I think that's probably a pretty good snapshot. If you have any questions, Stella, I'll be happy to answer them.
And that was great, Dr. Webb. The international business, international management, international business, the big difference with that is that requires a study abroad and a foreign language. It's the only major in our college that requires those requirements. And then the minor that Dr. Webb talked about requires a study abroad, but not a foreign language. So, so just to let you know about that, Stella. And I'm going to pause recording.